ओके सो स्वागत करना चाहेंगे एक बार फिर से आप सभी का और अर्धशतक आज पूरा हो रहा है। मैच नंबर 50 में आप सभी का स्वागत है युवा कबड्डी सीरीज 2022। और चलिए आज के मुकाबले की बात करते हैं तो आज आपको नजर आएंगे सर्वप्रथम काजीरंगा राइनोस हम्पी हीरोज के विरुद्ध खेलते हुए। बहुत ही लाजवाब आज का दिन होने वाला है और बूस्टर राउंड में एक बार फिर से स्वागत करना चाहेंगे पॉइंट्स टेबल की तरफ। चलिए नजरें बना लेते हैं। सभी टीमों ने एक एक मुकाबला खेल लिया है। पहले पायदान पर मौजूद है पेरियार पैंथर्स और काजीरंगा राइनोस की बात करें सेकंड लास्ट पर मौजूद है, पर आप चाहेंगे उनसे बेहतर खेल का प्रदर्शन यहां पर। और हम्पी हीरोज चौथे पायदान पर यहां पर मौजूद है। पीपीएम एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत अंदाज में युवा कबड्डी सीरीज द्वारा लाया गया एक शानदार पेशकश। तो चलते हैं अब यहां पर हमारे बीच में दोनों ही टीम्स तैयार है एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत अंदाज में प्रदर्शन करने के लिए। और बूस्टर राउंड डे नंबर 2 के मुकाबलों की बात करें तो पहला मुकाबला खेला जाएगा काजीरंगा राइनोस वर्सेस हम्पी हीरोज, दूसरा मुकाबला मुरथल मैग्नेट्स वर्सेस पेरियार पैंथर्स, तीसरा मुकाबला होगा अरावली एरोज वर्सेस मराठा मार्वल्स और चौथा मुकाबला टडोबा टाइगर्स वर्सेस पंचाला प्राइड। तो बुला लेते हैं यहां पर हमारी दोनों ही टीम तैयार है। सो लेट्स इनवाइट फर्स्ट काजीरंगा राइनोस। और गुलाबी नगरी में गुलाबी पेशकश के लिए तैयार है काजीरंगा राइनोस, पर देखना होगा क्या हमारी टीम रोक पाएगी हम्पी हीरोज। तो एक कांटेदार मुकाबले की हम सभी को उम्मीद है। तो चलिए इस मुकाबले के यहाँ पर जो आन बान शान रहेगी, यानी कि हमारे निर्णायक ऑफिशियल्स को भी इनवाइट करने का समय हो चुका है।
कांटेदार मुकाबले के लिए एक बहुत ही बुलंद आवाज के साथ हर्षित, जिन्होंने दोनों टीम और दोनों सारे रेफरीज मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि इनवाइट किया हुआ है। हर्षित धन्यवाद। मैं हूं नवीन शौरी and along with me is Radhika Reddy. On to our right is the biggest rhino of this Yuva Kabaddi series, Pratik Dhaya, will be calling in from Kaziranga Rhinos. But the Hampi Heroes have won the toss and Nitin Deswal says, okay, I will choose the same court that we are in. And yesterday's match was a nail-biter for Hampi Heroes. They just won that match with just a single point against the Panchala Pride. But looking at Kaziranga Rhinos, they're coming with this match with a big loss to Muthul Magnets, as Hardeep and Monu Huda will be looking at the corners, and Sagar Ramesh and Sagar Setpal. Of course, Sahil Kumar will be there to support Pratik Dhaya in the raiding department, and Rohit and Sagar Setpal will be looking at the covers as well. And to bring in the Hampi Heroes, good morning, Radhika. How are you doing?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Navin. I'm very well. Thank you so much. And Hampi Heroes, here we talk. They have started up with the booster round with a win against Panchala Pride yesterday, where Nitin Dhankar has completed his 108 points yesterday, and Mohit Narwal, who started Kabaddi at a very young age at 10, had done pretty good with 7 tackle points yesterday. And Sonu Azad, the match winner for yesterday's match yesterday. Remember, Naveen, he had scored that last point which had given them 1 point lead. And Nitin Deswal, a bit quiet, the captain, but he need to step up a bit. And Sandeep and Bitu at the corners.
Yeah, he will be stepping up in no time for sure. But Pratik Dhaya is there. Yesterday just scoring only 6 points after 8 consecutive Super 10s. Today he'll be hungry for more as Nitin Dhankar joins in that 100 club league of the Raiders. And Mohit Narwal, of course, as we spoke, that he comes from that Ridhana village in Sonipat. Because Sonipat generally, that Rindana village is generally known for Kabaddi, because Pardeep Narwal, Joginder Narwal, Rajesh Narwal, and everybody coming in from that place. And Pratik Dhaya and the jerseys, I am really impressed by the way the kit has been decided and designed for this booster round, because this is not the colors that we saw in the survival round. And he's got a new haircut though. Yeah, that's nice to see. All the other extra hair from near the neck and under the ears, everything is gone off So that should cool him down a lot in this Jaipur's heat. We are here at Sanskar School, Jaipur, and this is our venue partners. Fantastic venue given by them. Thank you so much for that Education Institute joining hands with this Yuva Kabaddi series. And also our physio partner is UEM, and the hospital partners is Metromas in association with Dr. Abhishek Gupta, surgeon of sports injuries and joint replacements. And also the voice of the event, FM Tarka, Apni Suno. तो अपनी सुनाने के लिए दोनों टीम अभी सज्ज हैं, तैयार हैं, लेकिन डिजाइनर की मैं यहाँ पे ताज देना चाहता हूँ कि इन्होंने क्या दिखाया अपनी जलवा को, सारे टीम को मतलब एक अलग ही अंदाज में, अलग ही रूप में दिखाया है हमारे सामने, क्योंकि सर्वाइवल रोड में तो इतना मतलब था, अच्छा था, लेकिन जैसे ये नहीं बोलना चाहूँगा क्योंकि हर्षित आई नो विल बी लिसनिंग टू मी एंड देन इमीडिएटली विल प्रॉब्ली कम इन एंड से नहीं वहाँ भी अच्छा था एंड ऑल दैट, बट या वहाँ भी अच्छा था, लेकिन ये बहुत बेहतर लग रहा है जर्सी। एंड ये हुई पहली रेड इस मैच की, अर्धशतक पूरा कर लिया हमने इस युवा कबड्डी सीरीज में, एंड प्रतीक दहिया starts the proceedings there, Radhika.
Absolutely. Yesterday he missed his first Super 10 of the series though, but I'm hoping he'll start off with a good start for the team today. Yesterday's loss is a big one for them, so they should start with a positive note again today. And here is the first raider from the Hampi Heroes, and we are talking about the Nitin Dankar, who scored 15 raid points yesterday and also crossed 100 raid points in the league so far. So both the top raiders have gone with an empty raid, Naveen.
Yeah, and big match that was for Nitin Dankar yesterday, because he started off the booster round in a big boosty fashion that was really helpful for the Hampi Heroes. Because mind you, the survival round was a bit tough for them, because they really struggled coming in to that booster round from the survival round. But then later it has been said that Hampi Heroes will somewhere strike when it is required, as Kaziranga Rhinos have got another raider in their den, because this is going to be really important, because this man yesterday stole the victory under the jaws of defeat, and unbelievable that was. And as he started off, no, it's not. What a block coming in under the arms. It's been stuck up there, and Sonu Azad has to go back on the bench. Monu Hooda there.
Yesterday's raid, last raid was unbelievable, but this is incredible from the left corner. What a gutsy tackle that was.
Good raid.
And it's a do-or-die raid, and Pratik Daya comes in to take up the challenge. So there is an opportunity to take the bonus, but he is known for his hand touches. So let's see if he could execute. But what an action! A back hold from the left corner.
Oh, that was strong. That was coming in very swiftly. And then the combination of right cover and left corner. Look at that. Because when you have to tame down such a big rhino, Radhika, you will need a combined effort. But I guess there is some cut on the right eyebrow. That is something to worry about for the captain of Hampi Heroes, Nitin Deshwal. But not to worry, our physio partners is there, University of Engineering and Management. They will take care of that. No problem whatsoever. As, that looked like Nitin Dhankar's footwork right from yesterday to today. I guess it's a little on the slower side, Radhika, because yesterday's match he had got that free-flowing footwork. Now I think he's just getting into the groove of this.
And he's done with in fashion. A bonus point awarded with his footwork. That was so quick. And I say, Kaziranga Rhinos waited for the do-or-die raid. That was not required, wherein, they had two good raiders, Sahil and Pratik. They would have not waited for the third do-or-die raid where they had to go under pressure.
No shouting.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess even somewhere Hampi Heroes are feeling that, okay, if we can just make sure Pratik Daya is being quiet like yesterday, and that is what will be mattering a lot, because Murtal Magnets did the same thing. They kept Pratik Daya quiet, and Kaziranga Rhinos looked like a team that was not even in the sting of action. But then, Lord, this is what a raider will be really happy doing this. An advanced tackle, and from once again Hardeep, the left corner.
Time out.
I'll say Hardeep, even in yesterday's match, he had 6 unsuccessful tackles. He didn't contribute much to the team yesterday and even today. I understand in the first raid he did tackle Sonu Azad brilliantly, but in the same fashion he tried to tackle the other guy. That did not work out, so he had to be more calculative in his approach.
Yeah. And then we see Nitin Deshwal getting that bandage on the right eyebrow by our physio partners, UEM. They have been really on their toes. Thank you so much for that entire team of University of Engineering and Management to be associated with us as our physio partners. And then I guess.
This was beautiful. Sahil. Yesterday he did perform well. He was better than Pratik Daya yesterday, and today even he has scored a rate point for the team, which is a good sign. And again here comes to take up the challenge Nitin Dhankar, the hero of yesterday's match with scoring 15 rate points in total. Lovely footwork he's got. In the first raid he's got a bonus point, but here again he was looking for a touch point and looks like he's gone out.
Just number 4 out.
Yeah, exactly. Running hand touch on the right corner. Look at that, because left corner was guarded by Pratik Dhaya, and he had to have another strategy going in with that, Nitin Dhankar. So he runs in towards Bitu and says, okay, Bitu Bhaji, jaiye thoda bench pe baitiye. And then it was nice to see where Pratik Dhaya has been revived and he was managing that left corner, because he wanted that, that is what the strategy before. And now, once again, he will go back empty-handed. So that was a good strategy, Radhika, where... yeah, he was standing in the corner, and then Sandeep was there in the in position to surprise the raider.
Pratik Daya don't look very confident because he's been tackled in the very first raid, and in the second raid when you see he was just doing his footwork, he was not attacking much. So he needs to be mentally prepared to do so, because he is the lead raider of the team with 159 raid points in the league so far.
Yeah, it's always that first raid point, isn't it? Because for a big raider who's been leading this with such an ease and such an aplomb for the Yuva Kabaddi series, it is just that day where the opposition is looked after you and sorted you out, as once again sweeping toe touch has gotten his man, who is kind of saying, okay, is there something that I can do better? That is really important.
Substitution.
That's Sahil for you with a toe touch at the right corner, and he had attacked Bitu out there. So right corner goes weak for the Heroes. So there is a substitution here.
Yeah, they wanted an extra raider, as we were trying to see that they were just raiders not being there. So that's the reason why Sonu Azad has got a support of Tinku, who's just come in for the Hampi Heroes from the substitution bench. But Sonu Azad is trying to hold up the Hampi Heroes' lead as much as possible. See, even then, if Pratik is not feeling confident, what he's trying to do is, once again, see, he's looking at involving in the tackle as well, guarding the right corner. And that's the exact place where the bonus has been stolen by Sonu Azad, right? Even the tackling not working in his favor now today, Radhika.
That's what I say. Yesterday also, he attempted a tackle which was not required because he was the only raider left in the team yesterday. So that led it to an all-out yesterday. And look at this brilliant backhold and a team effort.
1 point. Hampi Road.
Yeah,
and Pratik
marvelous.
is being kept quite even today.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, that corner, and made sure that that's the reason where the under the hands were not being there. And Sandeep Narwal is that man. Generally a raider playing in that right hand position today, but then he's guarding that right corner also. So Sandeep Narwal, where somewhere Pratik Daya wanted to go under his hands, but combination and support came in at the right time. But somewhere I'm still feeling that Pratik Daya will come back, and will come back big one, because that is due. He can't be quiet for 2 matches, as the double thigh hold puts out Nitin Dhankar off the match.
That was pretty confident, I should say, Naveen. 1 versus 5 is never easy for a raider. He needs to go deep in. He tried a bit hard, but when the moment has arrived, he had come back in a style. Number 1 jersey at the right corner takes the double thigh hold of a lead raider. And here comes with an ankle hold. That was a failed one.
Jersey number 7.
So, Mohit Narwal, who is a defender, gets the rate point for the team.
Yeah, absolutely. 27 In fact, that was Sahil there for
That was
Kaziranga
Sahil,
Rhinos, and then and somewhere Sandeep also made sure that the ankle hold was not too strong, and the jump to the right time from Sonu Azad.
Hampi Road.
Right. When the dash came in from left
1
cover,
22.
the jump helped him. Yeah.
I mean, it's the first two-pointer raid for him. He's been tackled twice, remember, but then this time he comes out, shows his vigor, gets 2 points, and here comes Pratik Daya. Will he score his points today?
That's a big question. Ankle hold, and there you go.
Point.
He's tasted blood. He's tasted the success now, I guess, with 2 points. Yes, it is. Once again, an error coming in from Sandeep. Ankle hold not too proper, and then the support also falling in prey. So both corners wiped out. Sandeep and Bittu for the Hampi Heroes has to go back on the bench. And on the previous occasion when Rohit was going into dash out Sonu Azad, that is where the defense errors have started, even for the Kaziranga Rhinos. And one more here, we see this error coming in hard and strong, and that too by the experienced Hardeep.
I mean, yesterday as well, even Hardeep yesterday had 6 unsuccessful tackles. I mean, defense did not support Kaziranga yesterday. Even Sagar, Monu, everybody has a lot of unsuccessful tackles. So that should not be continued, because Pratik and Sahil would definitely put on their hard work, provided the defense would support them. If the defense tend to lose silly points, the Raiders would also,
2 points.
feel
Jersey
miserable.
number 3.
Yeah, and there you go, another multi-point raid here for Pratik Daya. Look at the way he searches the gap in that chain. Oh, they were foxed, and they were really foxed, and will look to, somewhere just listening to the referees, and we'll see if it's 1 or 2 points. I guess the decision has been made. It's against.
1 point.
Oh, that's 1 point. Okay, they have reverted the decision. Pinku, who had no work whatsoever in the defense, had to go back on the bench. He was put in as that support raider for Sonu Azad. He's a good raider, he's Tinku. But then, with managing Pratik Daya down on the mat, you can expect the unexpected always.
Absolutely, and consecutively he's gone up to getting raid points, so that would boost up Pratik Daya's confidence.
1
And
point.
here again,
Hampi
Nitin Dhankar gets a point.
Yeah,
Look at
somewhere
the
the
hand
hand touch. Somewhere the hand touch coming in like a shock there for Hardeep. Yeah, somewhere now, Radhika, now see, Pratik Daya has started to get some points, but it's Hardeep now who's struggling. Because yesterday we were mentioning about that unsuccessful tackles. Only 1 successful tackle for the top defender of Kaziranga Rhinos yesterday. So that showed how much they were struggling when both the big guns of the team were not firing. So that is what is happening today also. Where Pratik Daya somewhere managed to do something, but this is a Jadu ki Jappi coming in very, very strong from Sandeep Narwal.
Absolutely, it's a brilliant frontal block, and the support came in right at the time, so Pratik has to warm the bench for a while. And Nitin Dhankar, very, very confident. His attack is very, very different. He attacks throughout the court, sometimes at the left corner, and he goes for the toe touches at times, and the right corner as well. So he rules the mat right to left.
Yeah. Good off raiding, and I'm really liking the way that he's moving his feet around. Number 9 jersey there for the Hampi Heroes. But in the survival round, he was there supporting every raider that he could do. Now, when Sonu Azad is trying to make up for whatever Hampi Heroes have lost in survival round for the raid points, the booster round has come in as a big surprise for Nitin Dhankar. That is what Yuva Kabaddi is all about, where the right opportunity meets the right talent with the Josh Jasba and Junoon. Oh! That was suicidal. Sandeep Narwal somewhere dug the pit, but then fell into it himself.
I mean, there was a lack of raiders in the Rhinos. A defender steps up, gets a multiple point raid, and revives the raiders. That's the beauty of Kabaddi. That's the support we need from the defenders to get the raiders in, and the raiders need to support the defenders. So the teamwork definitely wins for me.
Absolutely. Very well said. And then it's all about, as I keep saying, it's one big family. It's one big united family. Like how, in fact, Mohit Narwal, who has come in from a family, or rather village, of Kabaddi superstars. And all credits to Ramesh Narwal there, the Hampi Heroes' coach, for nurturing Mohit Narwal so very well from the tender age, from at least say 10 years, when he was 10 years old. So that is what Kabaddi is doing, and that's why I always say a big thanks to Sanskar School Jaipur, who've given us this venue, because when you induce Kabaddi in the tender age with all these kids playing this wonderful and exciting sport, it becomes a profession for them, and everybody getting into that franchisee league and playing for the India jersey has become a very, very big inspiration and aspiration now. As a duo rate for Nitin Dhankar.
And it's a full strength, so he has ample opportunity to attack and quickly attempts for a bonus right under the left in position. But see, the clock is ticking and he goes for a running hand touch too at the right cover. But the bonus has not been given. So finally he attempts for the right cover.
I was also very conscious of the bonus, because I thought Radhika that he cut the line. His straight-in foot was definitely not across, and the leading foot was not in the air for sure. As once again Nitin Deswal comes back with a bigger bandage. Yeah, as we look at him, number 6 jersey, the captain of Hampi Heroes, got a bigger cut than expected in that previous tackle which was attempted on Pratik Daya, the first tackle ever in this match on him. So once again, thanks to UEM, our physio partners. Yeah, the bandage may look big, but these lads have a bigger heart to play. That's why I keep saying always that, you know, when Kabaddi
they're pretty strong as well, Naveen. They're pretty strong as well. So
absolutely,
they are fighters, so they definitely will come back with a bandage or a broken arm, whatever. They will play for the team. They will win for them. So, and here comes a diving ankle hold. That was a miss. And Sonu Azad slips in with a point here.
Yeah, Sagar Ramesh, who's not even rated enough time in this match yet, had an ankle hold from the in position, which is not to be there. But now it's all down to Sahil Kumar. Can he come back and say, okay, we are losing our men on our den, let's bring back the Rhinos who are sitting on the bench, because this is very important. If not, he has to go back, and then look at that. Look at the effect of the big bandage that I was talking about. Right cover, Nitin Deswal has that tie hold, and out you go, says Sahil Kumar.
Brilliant piece of exhibition from the captain. So here he comes, and it's a super tackle opportunity. 3 or less than 3 defenders. If you pin down the raider, you get multiple points in the defensive unit. Let's see how. Oh, that was a silly error. They did not cash upon the do or die. The super tackle situation.
Wait.
Yeah. And Nitin Dhankar, you cannot have dual-minded attempts. Not what the Kaziranga Rhinos will be wanting, because they are now just reduced only to 2 men. And this is a very, very big coming in from Rohit. The left cover generally goes in and raids sometimes, and we've seen that he has saved his team from a couple of all-outs. But this is going to be tough against a very, very set Hampi Heroes this time. Comes back empty-handed. Once again, Nitin Dhankar tries to now clean him up. 2 good defenders though. That is really nice to see, where Hardeep and in fact both of them are proper defenders, but has to be mindful with that end line. And once again, there you go, number 22 Rohit cannot get him out, and now it's just down to 1 man now, Radhika. 1 man standing.
1 versus 2, the gap is a lot more than 1 versus 3. So he finds the gaps, escapes, and we are nearing to the first half, and none of them has scored an all-out now. So this would be an opportunity, and yes, they take out in fashion. Hampi Heroes get their first all-out of the match.
Yeah, I was wondering why Jakpal ji, the coach of Kaziranga Rhinos, did not substitute Hardeep with a raider, because they had Sachin Sanjay, they had Naveen who's been there, and they definitely had Shakti, who's a good raider in himself. So he could have substituted a raider there, but 8-point lead for the Hampi Heroes. Somewhere the trick missed, and even Hardeep goes in and does not even get a bonus. And once again, Sonu Azad says, I've got 2 men.
2 points, Hampi Heroes. Case number 4.
Multiple point raid is what is making the difference here, and a solo frontal block, but there was no angle in such. The speed was as such of Azad that he had to go to the midline So he comes out with 2-pointer. And Pratik Daya, after a long time, we see him coming on to the raid. The footwork is not very confident, Naveen. That's what I see of his body language.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at him showing the back to the defenders. This is the point that has not been achieved by Pratik Daya. It was just given away.
Absolutely.
It was just given away by them. Yeah, there you go. As you said, Radhika, his footwork today, I think he's still thinking about yesterday's match. And even in this match, he was somewhere lagging behind Sahil Kumar, and he's not getting that proper flow. Yeah, he's standing behind the defense line and thinking how he can go in and cash upon on this errors that are coming in. And once again, look at this, a very good dash, and Nitin Dhankar goes out on the bench after a long time.
Yeah, the lead raider for the team. The defense has definitely killed his confidence in this raider. The defense need to step up for Rhinos, and there is a substitution now in the Rhinos.
This is what I was talking about. Pratik Huda comes in place of Monu Huda. Right, so that is good change coming in, because Monu Huda somewhere was kind of struggling. But I still want Hardeep to just get into the groove very quickly, because Sagar Setpal on that right cover on the previous occasion sent out Nitin Dhankar. This time, has he been pushed out of the lobby?
Raider out again.
Is the call.
Yeah, Raider out is the call. He goes very, very deep, and it was a beautiful effort from the Sandeep at the far corner. From the right end comes in with a beautiful dash, and here Sonu Azad. 1 versus 6 bonus is available for this left raider, but this looks like kahi pe nigah hai, kahi pe nishana. Whether he's raiding from the left wing, he is looking at the left cover. That's what I see.
Yeah, and there was a big gap, also a trap being set up for the bonus to be attempted, but Sonu Azad goes back empty-handed. But then again, Sahil Kumar now comes in. Who's the lead raider today? He's got that lot of points coming in, and also overtaken Pratik Daya very, very easily. But Kaziranga Rhinos will not be too very happy with that, because Sahil has already scored 6 and make that 7 points. But then somewhere they'll want to have Pratik Daya firing. But Sandeep Narwal today is playing a different role, and being in that in position and trying to attack and trying to go in for the tackles. And that's the end of the first half. 23 for Hampi Heroes, and Kaziranga Rhinos are trying to do the catch-up game like yesterday against the Murthal Magnets here.
Absolutely. Pratik Daya is being kept quiet again today. He's just scored about 5 raid points, which is far below his caliber, with 159 raid points in his kitty though for the season. But then here we should appreciate the efforts of the Hampi Heroes, who's been doing quite well in defense and also raiding. Nitin Dhankar with 9 raid points, Naveen.
Yeah, very, very big responsibility, and he's been taken in with so much ease, as Sonu Azad and Nitin Dhankar have done it for the Hampi Heroes. The defense also somewhere faltering, especially Hardeep there on the left corner, and then somewhere even Monu Huda was struggling, so he has been substituted by Pratik Huda towards the right corner. But those issues are not a big one, because Sahil is going to be making sure that somewhere the raid points come in, but not to the effect of Pratik Daya is a big question. But talking about the defense of Hampi Heroes also, somewhere 1 or 2 mistakes, but then making sure the defense stays intact is Nitin Deswal, the captain, who's come back after that little bit of an injury that happened to him. And then Sandeep Narwal was good. Yeah.
The only difference I see is Kaziranga Rhinos had just scored 2 tackle points. That is the error that's happening. Lot of unsuccessful tackles. They haven't learned much from yesterday's match, I feel.
Yeah, very much, very much. Because see, that is what the big difference is. As we always say that, the defense is the best form of offense in Kabaddi, and only the 2 tackle points, in fact, that makes that 3 tackle points for the Kaziranga Rhinos, will not be helping their cause. And even the raid points are getting less, because Pratik Daya is being kept quiet. Right. Let us also give time for all the players to warm back and then come back for the second half. We'll just slip into a short break. We'll start the proceedings. The second half begins with the first raid. Welcome back, everybody, on Fan Code, and I am Navin Shaurya. Along with me is Radhika Reddy, and the first half was completely dominated by the Hampi Heroes, and then the first trade of the second half also comes in from them as Nitin Deswal had won the toss. So this is the advantage of winning the toss every time. The second half's first trade is towards you, and then going for the sweeping toe touch, does not get it. The defense somewhere is looking really solid at this first attempt here, Radhika.
Absolutely. In the first half, we've just seen two successful tackles, but here, Sonu Azadi has been evenly tackled in the first raid itself of the second half. That's a good start for now for Rhinos defense. 1 versus 3 here. So Rhinos should take this opportunity to create that all-out for them, and Pratik Daya comes in.
Yeah, but Nitin Deswal is also there. So he will be eyeing that super tackle, and then blinded, completely blinded. Has the hand also been taken care of? The struggle is still on. The whistle won't go even until the struggle is on from the Raider. Oh, this is too big in the booster round. They are just crawling him up like a big python. And yes, the biggest Rhino has once again been silenced. That's a super tackle. That is really well done. I was just wondering, where will the hand come from?
It was a mistake of Pratik Daya. He just showed his back to the left corner and he has taken it with pride. And the rest of the defense had completed the action. So 2 defensive points, brilliantly executed skill from the Hampi Heroes.
Yeah, it was a super tackle with a python effect, because that's what the python does to bring down its prey and making sure that it crawls up himself. But it was too close. It was too close near the midline. And all credits to Sandeep and Nitin Deswal, the left corner and the captain, making sure they put that combination effort. And what that also does is Hampi Heroes now will be saying, okay, we will not be pushed into that all-out very soon. That is what the Kaziranga Rhinos want. Push them to the all-out so that this deficit is being really reduced, as Sahil Kumar tries to bring back Pratik Daya back on the court once again. So dual responsibilities. Need to get the raid points, need to also bring back your lead raider, and he's done well until now, is Sahil for Kaziranga Rhinos. As captain steps in for the first raid of the match for him.
In fact, it's the second raid. He's just been there before, but then they are looking for the defensive action because the lead raiders are not in there. Nitin Dhankar or Sonu Azad, so just the captain steps up to take that space of 30 seconds, goes back.
Goes back, but then Sahil Kumar will be making sure that Nitin Deswal goes not just back, but back on the bench. What a way to send out the captain. Look at that, very, very important. And once again, men reducing in the Hampi Hero side.
The right raider going with a toe touch with the wrong foot, that is incredible, Naveen. That's very, very smart move from Sahil. And he revives his top player.
Yeah, revives in a big fashion, as the new haircut was also somewhere not helping the raid points, and wanted to have a different day today, wanted to have a fresh look. But then it's the same as yesterday for Pratik Daya evening, and I really do not like when big heroes struggle with so much riding on them with all their expectations, and it is good. Somewhere the opposition has got a better of him. And then Hampi Heroes have inculcated Akshit from the bench for the do-or-die raid, and he does brilliantly well. Rohit with an advanced tackle, double thigh hold, very, very ineffective.
That was a brilliant super sub, I say. But then more than that, the defensive arrow came in. He cashed in very brilliantly. And that gets in a revival for Hampi Heroes too. So that's a good sign for the team again.
Absolutely. And that's what you're there for, isn't it? Just to make sure you shine when the team requires you. You've been on the bench watching all the action from behind that advertising hoardings. But then when your opportunity came in, Akshit, the way he did that super wonderful raid, I should be calling, in a do-or-die raid, was really marvelous and applaudable. But then goes back empty-handed once again, Sahil Kumar.
He played out very smart, I should say. Sahil, though it was an empty raid, he know 1 versus 4 is never easy. So, and he didn't want either Nitin Dhankar or Sonu Azad to come back. So he had played it very beautifully with an empty raid, I say.
Yeah, actually, because even leading with this big score line is Hampi Heroes, and somewhere Kaziranga Rhinos would have felt that okay, we still have 15 plus minutes in this game, and this is not a big lead. We can somewhere nullify it down if Pratik Daya starts going. So what he has to do right now is not try too hard. He just wants to play his natural game. That's it. That's what he has to do. Yeah, it's okay when you're not getting those raid points. Just try and spend some time on the mat. Go there, and you know the defense will always be scared of a big raider like Pratik Daya. So that psychological effect is always there. I'm not just trying to put in ideas in anybody's mind here who's watching, but then I somewhere big raiders struggling like this doesn't look good on a second consecutive day. As once again Nitin Dhankar gets a hand touch.
And that's the 7th Super 10 of the season for this brilliant raider Nitin Dhankar. Do or die raid here, and the pressure comes out on his Sahil. He's been the best raider so far for Rhinos, and in the do or die raid, Hampi Heroes defense takes the advantage.
Hey, somewhere I felt that he just went in and surrendered, isn't it? Look at that. He did not have any issues in probably turning and going back very quickly. And Sandeep just said, hi, how are you? Sahil, just go out on the bench. He somewhere did not even struggle is what I felt.
I mean, it was 1 versus 4 or 5, so that was not easy though. And Pratik was not firing, so he thought, let me try it out, but it did not work out for him. But the captain here from the Rhinos, he is on fire. He's been a defender, but in raiding as well, he's trying to get some points.
Definitely he's on fire as he once again makes sure that Super 10, if not from the biggest Rhino, I am here to make sure that something is coming for the Hampi Heroes. And what a way to get that, because it's so important for the Raiders to always keep firing. As once again Sagar Ramesh comes in and goes out for an empty raid. But speaking about the all-outs that was inflicted, and that was really important, where the all-out that was inflicted on the Kaziranga Rhinos. Now that's the reason why there's 10-point lead, and even with 3 people on court, the Rhinos are really struggling against the Hampi Heroes.
Absolutely, when you take an all-out, it's a 2-point advantage, and also the team is being kind of an assaulted situation. So here Hampi Heroes is on fire. Nitin Dhankar brilliantly performing his 11th raid point of the match today.
No shouting. Bonus point, Kaziranga Rhinos.
Bonus doesn't get a revival, remember. So he's trying to sweep out another all-out for Hampi Heroes here.
Yeah, absolutely. He will go in hard, but then somewhere the Kaziranga Rhinos merely need to understand that this match is getting away from them very quickly with such weak tackles coming in from Sagar Ramesh. Not against Nitin Dhankar. But once again, a last man standing, and this is not what they want, as Pratik Huda, who came in as a substitute for Monu Huda, is trying to save his team. But bonus will be given away, no problem. It's that touch point. It's that touch point that is very important. He does not get it. Look at that. Gone away. Second all out inflicted on the Kaziranga Rhinos by the Hampi Heroes.
Nitin Deshwal, the captain, prominently standing at the right corner, but this time around he comes in the right cover position, finishes the last raider of Kaziranga Rhinos and takes those additional 2 points for the all-out.
Yeah.
That's Sonu Azad here. They know they are in a pretty much good space, so they're just trying to kill the maximum time possible there.
Pratik Daya, once again, somewhere has this knack of coming back in the second half also. But where will he get that window? Tries the back kick. No, does not give in. And somewhere I even feel the technology has also helped the defense units that has been working against Pratik Daya. The running hand touch comes in.
Official timeout.
Oh, he's swearing on the mat. He's desperate. He's really desperate, looking for the touch points and raid points. Radhika, I thought
Wait.
he's got a jersey touch.
The right corner looked far ahead of his reach, so maybe it's a touch point. That's what I see.
1 point.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
touch point.
Jersey
The
number
jersey,
6 out.
as you say, jersey would just dangle away from the body, so the defender might have not felt it though. But then the
Yeah,
raider feels
yeah.
it, he claimed it, he got it.
And once again, Sonu Azad just tries his level best. And then somewhere he really wants to do this against the Kaziranga Rhinos, because Nitin Dhankar is doing it really well. And then if he also chips in, it will be disaster for the Rhinos. So still trying, and look at this back
1
kick.
point.
And he
Haryana.
completely accepts it. Pratik Hooda on that right corner.
Hampi Heroes has even support. Nitin Dhankar gets even support from Sonu Azad and also from the defensive unit. That's what I see, a collective effort from the Heroes as here. That's leading with a 13-point lead so far with less than 10 minutes in the match. Pratik Daya is being kept quiet today. He's been tackled 5 times and the footwork is gone far slower than what he is used to be. And this is the 6th time he's been tackled in the match.
1 point. Hampi Heroes.
Yeah, this is just not going his way today, isn't it? Look at that combination tackle coming in from the right flank, and had no problem there, Bittu and Sandeep Narwal. See, that is why Sandeep Narwal has been inflicted in this Hampi Heroes side, to make sure the in position is really important, because we've seen, or rather Ankit has shown that to most of the teams, I guess, attacking in from the in position. And that's why today Ramesh Narwal having Sandeep Narwal as a proper defender from an in position. So somewhere the in positions are being considered as the defensive positions as well. It is just not a raider who will be standing there and being guarded by the defensive unit. And Yuva Kabaddi series, I guess, has shown some new ways to in fact the world and also a few franchisees. They will be eyeing on these tactics. They will be watching this closely, because they will want new talents to come out of this. And somewhere this is a big revelation coming in. And I haven't seen any team. Yeah, Radhika. So I haven't seen any team have a specific or a specialized defender working out from an in position.
We see in other leagues as well, but then what happens is sometimes the team substitute players just to be in that position. So there are players, and these young kids are picking up to be in that style. So which is a good sign, and here the talent will definitely meet the biggest opportunities possible.
Yeah, that is the Josh Jaspan Junoon that we are talking about in Yuva Kabaddi series, and I'm sure going forward the in position will definitely have a oh this is nice, 3 versus 3, and somewhere Sahil Kumar just stopped for a moment. And that's why he was so very easily going towards the midline, and 2 points for him.
2 points, and again a super 10 for Sahil here. What a brilliant performance where the team isn't supporting him. Pratik Daya is being kept quiet and defense has not been on par. But then this guy Sahil has been outstanding.
Very outstanding. He says the toe touch has been inflicted. Right cover is swearing on the mat. Sagar Setwal and saying, no, you haven't got me. Once again, look at that number of squares Sagar Setwal is having. But Nitin Dhankar is not phased about it. But I'm also not seeing him going into the lobby.
1 point.
Lot of
but he still
variation
gets
in
it.
his skills. That's what. Yeah, lot of variation we see. He goes for a toe touch. He goes for a kick. He goes for a running toe touch. So that's a brilliant action to see, Naveen.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was so very confident. He did not go back and argue with the defender. He was just waiting near the midline. And good that he did not even go into the lobby. But that would have been overconfidence. But then bonus has been stolen once again by Sahil Kumar. But what a time this is. Sonu Azad and Pratik Daya, the main Raiders for each team, probably playing an underlay part, but then Nitin Dhankar and Sahil Kumar, both of them getting that lead Raiders position. This time, the running hand touch was not proper. Rohit agrees that.
I mean, there were only 4 successful tackles in the whole team, and again a failed tackle here.
1 point.
I think the
Hampi
defense
Road.
is
Just
making
number 7 out.
maximum errors possible for Rhinos. That's where they're lacking. They need to step up, support the Raiders. Only then the Raiders would be able to perform to their potential.
Really, see, that is what has let down the Kaziranga Rhinos. Of course, the raid points are coming in, and once again,
2 points.
Sahil Kumar is saying, okay, I've got 2
Jersey
points.
number 3.
Yes, you will be getting 2 points, but who's there to save that?
Jersey
That is the
number
biggest
3.
worry.
Jersey number 3.
16 unsuccessful tackles
Yes,
for
number
Rhinos, wherein only 4 success. That sums up the story for Rhinos today. Pratik Daya has been kept quiet, except for Sahil, who's been outperforming his potential. Rest of them definitely need to step up in the going matches.
Yeah, also, as the proceedings are going in by under 5 minutes of play left, and this is a 10-11 point lead here for the Hampi Heroes, and there was a verbal warning for Sahil Kumar. I did not see any card coming out. So that was being said that, okay, you've been arguing too much on the mat, not allowed, probably will be the warning. But Sonu Azad has no warnings, and he does not have any issues in standing there and killing the clock. He has to go back though. Yeah, we've seen that also, Radhika, where these young lads are trying to kill the clock down, and they haven't stepped back into the midline on the 29th second. So they're stepping in on the 30th second, and somewhere we've seen 2 Raiders also commit that error and giving away a point to the opposition on those occasions. So all this comes on match practice. It is not that practice that you have amongst your team. It comes with a lot of practice when you play against another team.
That's the beauty, when your team is leading and you don't need to take unnecessary risk and give more confidence to the opposition, so they play according to the situation demands. So that is the smartness of these young Raiders, and that would be noted.
Yes, very much noted on those lines. And then what has to be said though is they have learned those skills in a big arena coming in with this Yuva Kabaddi series, because every time whenever we see any Raider, any defender, the first match or the second match, they look rookie, they look not to be there, just getting into the grooves and all those things. But then as the series progress, as the matches get under their belt, they look to be completely different Raiders and defenders. Look at Pratik Daya, he had to go in so inside, and he's been dashed out by Nitin Deshwal. I've never seen him go so deep inside.
That's what I say, he's tried the similar thing, similar kick twice. So no defender will spare that action multiple times. So that's the smart move from the Hampi Heroes, I say. You can't repeat the same mistake over and over again.
Really, and but still, somewhere we will be to see if something can happen, as this is one combination tackle after a very long time for the Kaziranga Rhinos. This is what we want to see more of it.
When the Raider goes in blank, running into the left clutches of the defense, and they cash in. Sahil, who is being the ace Raider for the team here, but the jump did not save the flight. What do you say, Nabil?
Yeah, the jump was again on the wrong side, isn't it, Radhika? Because he was just targeting the jump towards the lobby, and it was not towards the midline. And then the so strong defense of Hampi Heroes today have really put a foot wrong. I would say somewhere Bittu was a little struggling, but then they've got Sandeep, Nitin Deshwal, and also the big change that's coming in is Sandeep Narwal. And once again, when that jump was ineffective, it was that Sandeep Narwal once again from that right-hand position. Yeah, so just going forward, I am looking at teams having that in position as a specific defender, specific sort of a position. Let's see what's going to happen in the coming matches. As once again, Nitin
Hampi
Dhankar
Heroes,
gets
jersey number
another
1
point for the Hampi Heroes.
That's half-hearted challenge from Sagar, the right cover. As we say, if you want to go for a block, just leave your hands free. Only then you will have a body-to-body contact with the raider. When you miss that technique, you'll have to bomb the bench.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm talking about Partik's silence. See, what we have seen also is, Radhika, in the survival round, even when Kaziranga Rhinos were qualified very, very comfortably in that second position in that survival round, he was playing. He was going on playing and making sure he was in the groove. So that happens to some raiders, isn't it? Some players, in fact, when you are rested, that your touch somewhere goes off. And those 2 days of break for the Yuva Kabaddi series on a whole, where all the teams were getting in for the booster round to come in, somewhere I think after that, Partik Dhaya has been really kept quiet. So the touch is lost somewhere with that 2 day break.
Kaziranga Rhinos.
And in the survival round, we have seen him consecutive super tens, but then when we got into the booster round, these 2 matches, he was not in the position where he is supposed to be. He's just missed those super tens, and also I feel lack of confidence is what I'm seeing in his footwork.
Yeah, and that lack of confidence is coming in somewhere with that 2 day break, where a big raider like him, who was not even bothered, and we were discussing this when every other team was trying to have the bench strength being tested, was trying to have the other lads come in and get that mat experience. Partik Dhaya was always there in the team, and even when he didn't start in the starting 7, when he was in the substitute, even before the 4 or 5 minutes of the starts of the game's play, he used to come in and play. And look at this, once again, Nitin Deswal has got a better of him whole day today, and what a
The
block!
body
And
language.
once again, he's struggling.
The body language is so weak and underconfident, I should say. Once you have done the bonus, the speed has to be like a jet. That was missing, so the defense has cashed it.
Yeah, very much. The last play of the match, Duar Airaid and Sonu Azad will not be bothered about this because they have got it under control. Even if a point goes in, they will be winning this by 11 points. And that's a big win where Kaziranga Rhinos again will not get a match and will not be picking up their name on the points table in the booster round. For a team that came in second of the survival round, for them not to be opening their account in the booster round somewhere is a real worry. It's a real worry. 2 matches down, and Kaziranga Rhinos will be, I guess, coming back from behind in this booster round with a double round robin. But that's the end of the match, and what a comprehensive victory here for the Hampi Heroes. Once again, 2 matches won consecutively on 2 days for them, but this one a very big win.
Yeah, Rhinos lost the second match in the booster round, wherein Hampi Heroes has comfortably won the match today. Yesterday they did struggle a bit, but then today they have come out very strong against Rhinos. It was a collective effort that has put in, wherein Kaziranga Rhinos, Partik Dhaya has been kept quiet, except for Sahil. None of them has supported. The defense has completely failed. That's what I say, Naveen.
Exactly, and when you talk about defense, the Hampi Heroes have put in a very good teamwork and a combination effort from them, because Nitin Deswal, the captain, has gotten 4 tackle points, and that surprise package of Sandeep Narwal attacking in from the in position. Look at that, this is that python effect I was talking about. Here is where Partik Dhaya's confidence, whatever was left out, was evaporated. Some few droplets of confidence that was being able to come back has been evaporated in the Hampi Heroes feet. And Nitin Dhankar with 15 raid points at the start of the show for Hampi Heroes. But the defense faring very well, Radhika, because Sandeep Narwal once again getting those 3 tackle points, and also somewhere making sure he gets that support also coming in. Pitu getting in 2 tackle points, and that was the combination effort where they've saved the points what Nitin Dhankar got them.
Yeah, Nitin Dhankar in the way has got his high five as well. He's been an able captain. He is setting an example for the rest of the team. He's been brilliant in his blocks and anti-holes as well in the dashes too. Where in the defense of the Rhinos, they just scored 5 tackle points in 40 minutes is sums up the story.
Yeah, very much something up, and then again look at that, 2 all-outs inflicted, and that also was a very big drawback But somewhere I will say Kaziranga Rhinos will come back as a collective, because there is another chance which they can take up against the Hampi Heroes and also the Murtal Magnets that they